Sir, the worrying aspect of your law, which is why many believe this is really political, is that you brought in a section that, as we pointed out, emboldens and gives protection to vigilantes. It says no suit prosecution shall be instituted against any persons exercising power under this act for anything in good faith.
Yeah, definitely, sir. The vigilant, whoever is working for a cause, for the law of the land, definitely they should be having a scope to work in this provision to ensure and to report, to communicate with the system wherever any of this kind of illegal activity or against the law, if it is happening, they need to communicate, they need to bring it to the notice, they have to prevent the work in the prevention.
But sir, vigilantes have attacked, as you know, and killed people in the name of the cow.
No, because earlier, the same kind of, the more aggressive, the life was at risk for the vigilantes, not for the, it was more for the cow vigilants who were working for the preservation and conservation. They were at the loss. They were at risk working in odd hours. The people who were doing into the trade, they were completely armed. They were taking life. They were killing. They were doing everything. It is not the cow vigilance.
Sir,
it is not other way it is. It is actually other way. The people who are into the trade, they know very well how to manage themselves, how to protect themselves. They will be prepared only for this.
Sir, that's an extraordinary claim you've made. Just look at the numbers we just pointed out. Since 2015, there have been 115 attacks by cow vigilantes in which 46 people have been killed, 146 injured. These are all people who are not vigilantes, who have been killed and injured.
What we have seen in the state of Karnataka, the cow vigilantes have lost their life. It is not the people who are in the trade.
Right.
Not even one incident in the state of Karnataka we have seen where the people who are into this illegal trade have been affected. It is only the people who are the cow vigilant, they have lost their life. They have been affected. In the state of Karnataka, this is what we have seen. I can provide that data, the information regarding this.
Please, we will look forward to that data from you. But lastly, just coming back to then what I'm saying, that everything that one is hearing from you and also the way the law is framed does come back to my original question, that this appears to be largely to push a hardline Hindutva agenda in Karnataka.
Oh, no, definitely we reflect the aspiration of the people, we reflect the aspiration of the sentiments of the society. We need to protect and promote our culture. Our culture needs to be protected and promoted. And in this aspect, we need to do. See, we are the lifeline of the people and we reflect the culture of this land. So that is the main reason for us to ensure time and again, even if though the system is existing under the law, always they've been violating, misusing. So this needs to be prevented. This needs to be addressed very strongly. We have come out with the law, not with any agenda. See, already we are in power. We have been running. We have been people accepted for many good reasons, for good governance and many good reasons. And we are at the same time, we need to protect the culture of this land.
Okay, all right.